Hello, I'm Jennings. Today I'm going to tell you about Star Wars. Luke Skywalker's lightsaber was made from the flash attachment of a Graflex 3-cell flash unit, the LED display of a 1974 calculator, and several pieces of hard plastic from the sliding door of a cabinet, often mistaken as windshield wipers. 12 years before the Battle of Yavin, the Empire started drafting, and therefore the Stormtrooper army no longer consisted primarily of clones, which is why there can be a black Stormtrooper. In 2018, George Lucas will be opening the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art in Chicago. But the important thing is, Chicago got the Star Wars Museum, so San Francisco can go into the Sarlacc pit. Not counting James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader, there were only 6 black people in the original Star Wars trilogy. And 5 of them were extras. Only Lando had a name. Han Solo was frozen in carbonite at the end of the second movie because Harrison Ford wasn't sure if he wanted to return for the third movie or not. The character was so popular that he decided to, which also meant that George Lucas had to create the whole incest thing with Luke and Leia. Yeah. In 2001, Jedi Knight was the 4th largest religion in England and Wales, at 0.7% of the population identifying as Jedi. There are 7 forms of lightsaber combat. The 7th, and arguably the most powerful, is Vapad, used only by Mace Windu. Everyone else who tried it joined the dark side. Wookiee is Ewok, with the syllables reversed. Everyone hates Jar Jar Binks. Just look at him. Pathetic. His stalk eyes and weird bat ears. In concept art, everyone, including stormtroopers, had lightsabers.
Star Wars canon is a mess. In an attempt to clean things up a bit, J.J. Abrams announced that all comics, video games, and TV shows besides the original 3 movies, the 3 prequels, and Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show was no longer canon. However, until he did that, there was a lot of stuff that was still canon, and it's ridiculous, so we're going to tell you some of it. If you count every comic book, TV show, and movie, Boba Fett gets thrown into the Sarlacc pit 3 times. 3 times! Think the new 3-bladed lightsaber is bad? Wait till you hear about this garbage. There is of course normal lightsabers and double-bladed lightsabers like Darth Maul's, but have you heard of the 45-degree double-bladed cross-guarded lightsaber? What about the 90-degree triple-bladed cross-guarded lightsaber? What about the lightsaber's predecessor, the battery-powered corded proto-sabers? What about the double-hilted Guard Shoto lightsaber? What about the long handle lightsaber? What about the longer handle lightsaber, aka the lightsaber pike? What about the saber cane? The lightsaber sword cane. What about the Shoto lightsaber? What about the electrum detailed lightsaber? The lightsaber dipped in gold. What about the light foil, which is like a decorated lightsaber? What about underwater lightsabers that are powered by bifurcating cylindrical ignition pulse. We can't make this stuff up. Or the light club, or the light whip, or the dark saber, which is a black lightsaber katana, or our personal favorite, the War Dragon Rider's custom lightsaber. Ever heard of me and Jennings' new favorite character, the War Dragon Rider? He rides an armor-plated, obese thornback war dragon who wields a 3-bladed lightsaber that goes like this. There's 2 handles, and there's a blade in between, or they're separate, and then there's a blade in between, and then there's 2 more on the outside. He also had a gun around his neck, and his dragon was covered in armor, and he was a Jedi, and he's real in Star Wars, like, it's ridiculous.
What happens if he drops one of them?
Yeah, or, like, how do they know to connect? Okay, let's get out of here.